Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is all about the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale, which is officially live. So today I'm rounding up my top 25 buys from this year's sale, and these are all tried and tested items. So these are not items that I've only just bought and I'm raving about. I've owned these for a minimum of 1 year, in some cases best part of a decade. So these are all items that I genuinely love and would highly recommend. I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. If you did want to see a complete list of everything that I bought from this year's sale, then I do have a blog post as well, which I will link down below. I list out every single item, so if you want to see a complete list of all the items that are actually still in stock, then I will go ahead and link that below. So my first pick is the Reese coat, and this one does sell out year after year. It is a very popular one, but it is completely worth the hype. I just don't think this gets old. It is the most classic of cuts and fits, and I think it's just absolutely beautiful. I bought mine, I think it was like 6 years ago, and it's still going strong. Like, this is a very, very high quality coat. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but I do think that you are getting a very nice quality fabric for the price. This one is an unlined one. It's pretty much exactly the same kind of cut and style as the S Max Mara ones, but at a much more affordable price point. It's a very, very easy style, so it looks great tied up, but it also looks really great kind of loose and open. My one is the older version. The new one has slightly updated pockets, but apart from that, it looks to be exactly the same. I really like to roll mine up and secure my sleeves with a little elastic band, but you can honestly style it so many different ways, and I think it looks so unbelievably chic. This one does have a history of selling out pretty much on day one though, so if you were interested in it, I would definitely say to move on it sooner rather than later, but I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, definitely worth the hype, and a firm favourite for me year after year. Pick two are these great little boots. I actually got these from last year's NSale, and they are just so great. I love them so much that I got my mum a pair as well. My mum doesn't do that well with heels, but even she finds these super, super comfortable. They do have a block heel, but it honestly doesn't feel like you're wearing any kind of heel at all. Like, they are just as comfortable as a good pair of flat boots, and they're just fantastic. They're really great in all kinds of weather. Mine still look pretty much good as new, and they're just a very simple classic bootie. You know, they're not too tall, they're not too short, like just a very classic simple shape. They have a nice almond toe, which isn't too pointy, it's not too flat, like it's just right. Not super kind of cutting edge fashion wise, but one of those items that you'll just be able to return to year after year in your wardrobe, and I just think these are fantastic. They produce them every single year as well. They are a bestseller for them. They have absolutely glowing reviews, which is what convinced me to get them, and for me these completely live up to the hype. They are so fantastic and absolutely worth the money. Next up is another favourite from Reese, and this is their Lorna sweater, and I think I bought my first Lorna sweater, it's got to be best part of 10 years ago. Like, I've had them in my wardrobe for a really long time, but for me this is just such a great style. I own them in pretty much every colour that they've ever made available in the UK, so I have my navy one here, I have a green one, I have a grey one, I have a pink one, a beige one. Like, I literally have them all because I love them so much. The one available in this year's NSale is a beautiful bright blue, so if you love your bright colours, this is just so unbelievably stunning. They don't seem to do any bright colours in the UK, and I don't know why, maybe because our weather is much worse here, but it's such a gorgeous sweater. It's very, very nice quality. There's a lot of stretch to it. You can kind of style it how you want to. Nice enough that you can wear to work, but also I feel like it's a little bit edgy, so you can wear on a date night if you want to, out with the girls, like just so many different styling options, and for me, I just absolutely love these. Will never get tired of them. Next up, and new to this year's NSale, is my hair curler. I've never actually seen this included in the NSale before. I bought mine full price maybe 4 years ago, I think, and it's great. I've tried quite a few different hair colours in my time. This one is the best one that I've ever tried, which is why I've stuck with it. It's from Bio Ionic, and it's just pretty wonderful. So this one does come with a clamp thing here. I don't actually ever use the clamp bit. I just kind of twirl my hair around it because I'm not particularly coordinated when it comes to doing my hair, so that's what I find easiest for me, but obviously you have that option if you want to. It really does do just an amazing job of curling your hair. It is very, very warm out today, and usually with normal hair colours, when it's hot out, like, my hair goes so limp, but actually my hair is holding a curl pretty well, I think, even with the weather, and it's just down to this amazing hair colour. So would highly recommend. I've had mine now for, I think it's 4 years, and it's still going strong. I kind of keep waiting for it to break, because I always kind of think that these things have maybe like a 2.5 year shelf life, but 4 years going strong, and I just think it's fantastic. So if you need a good hair curler which actually holds curl even in crazy weather, then I would definitely recommend this. It's amazing, heats up very quickly, and the curls really do last. And speaking of hair appliances, I have my T3 airbrush here, and whenever I style my hair straight now, this is what I use to style it. It's completely replaced my round brush with a hairdryer. This basically does the same thing but in one easy appliance, and it's just so fantastic because it actually does hold the curl at the end. So I like to style my hair kind of completely straight, but then at the end do like a little bit of a curl, and this is just perfect for that. It actually makes that little bit of curl last as well, even through to the next day, which is pretty much unheard of for my hair. And it's just so easy to use. Like, I absolutely love it. Doesn't really take any trial and error. Sometimes hair appliances, I feel like it takes a few tries to get it right. First try with this, I just love the effect. I just keep going back to it. Great to travel with as well because you're not bringing a hairbrush and then also a hairdryer too. And yeah, would just highly, highly recommend. The only thing that's really styled my hair in a straight way that I've actually liked. And yeah, it's just pretty wonderful. I have no idea what number we're on, but my next pick is the Vince short sleeve sweater. I was so excited to see that they brought this back because it really is such a great wardrobe staple, and it took me years to really embrace the short sleeve sweater. I used to think they were just kind of like an old lady basic, but actually they're really useful, especially for kind of autumn transitional months or even layering under coats where you might have a slimmer sleeve and you don't want a lot of extra added bulk. Something like this is absolutely perfect. I wear my short sleeve sweaters all the time now. They look so great with a nice skirt, with a nice pair of trousers, maybe cinched in with a belt. Very, very easy style. I just think they look very chic, a little bit old money, and I just absolutely love them. And Vince does a beautiful quality one. That one is cashmere, very, very high quality, and it just kind of fits and hugs in all the right places without being overly clingy, and I'm just the biggest fan. Next up is a bra favorite, and this is just the fanciest, most lovely bra ever. So it is a lace style, but what's special about this one is that it's kind of lace and, you know, very fancy on the front, but then on the back the material is almost like a silky jersey, so it honestly feels like you're wearing like a comfortable t-shirt lounge bra whilst being just the fanciest lace on the front. And I'm just obsessed with this style. Like, it's so nice. I think they do a few different colors. I think they might have the navy one back in again this year, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. It is a little bit see-through, but I just love pretty much everything about it. It's pretty much my favorite fancy bra, and I just think it's gorgeous. So if you wanted to treat yourself to a really nice bra, this is just absolutely it. It is so stunning. And now for an underwear favorite. So this kind of combines looks and also functionality in a really nice way. So these are the hanky panky thongs. I know they're very, very famous, so this is nothing new, but this is another one that I really do think lives up to the hype, and I'm always very dubious about one size fits all pieces because I just never really believe it. But these really do seemingly fit everyone. Like, I have quite wide hips for my overall body shape, and these fit me no problem. I usually have to go up at least 2 sizes versus my top half. These fit completely fine because there is a ton of stretch to them. You might be able to see that, and they really do just melt into your skin. They are completely invisible even though it is a lace fabric. Very, very comfortable because there is so much stretch, and even though these are kind of on the price side, I do think that they're worth it. They wash and they dry very well as well, which is crucial for longevity, because nice underwear is all well and good, but if it falls apart after one wear, like, what's the point? Whereas these are very high quality, and I just think they're so great even for the slightly elevated price, but you can get them for a much better price during the NSale. Next up are PJs, and actually there are so many good PJs featured in this year's NSale, and this is just one of many which I would probably recommend. These are probably my absolute favourite buys that I'd pick this year, but again, it's very, very close. So I got these, I think it was last year, and they're just so great. It's a very simple kind of t-shirt and short design, but they just kind of flow really nicely. The fabric is amazingly soft, and they're like slouchy but not in a sloppy way, so you still feel cute in them, and I just think they're really great. I also got the cropped version as well, which I would also recommend. But yeah, I just love these. I think you really have to kind of feel the fabric to appreciate how wonderful these are, but they just feel like silk on your skin even though it is more of that jersey fabric, and I'm just a huge fan. So would highly recommend if you are after a pair of like cute, super comfy PJs. These are just so wonderful. If you did want more of a longer pajama though, then they do also have their moonlight pajamas, which I would also highly recommend recommend. I think I now have 4 pairs of these. I just absolutely love them. I didn't order any this year because I have more than enough PJs, but they are really great. And they have these in the long sleeve versions and also the short sleeve versions too. I have both in multiple different patterns, I think multiple different sizes as well, to see me through all the stages of non-pregnancy and pregnancy and postpartum. But they really are great. Very, very silky again against your skin, very soft, they wash well, and I just think they're fantastic. And there are some adorable prints in this year's NSale. And now for the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede candles, you can actually get a value pack of these in the NSale. So you get a pack of 2, and this is just my favorite scent of all time ever across all the different fragrances. I own the entire range, from the candles to the perfume to the body wash, the body lotion, the hand wash, like I literally have it all. It's just lovely and light and airy and very feminine, and I just absolutely love it. So next time you pass through a Jo Malone store, if you haven't smelled it yet, I would definitely recommend doing so. But if you're also a fan of the scent, then you can get a value pack of 2 of these, and it's just the most gorgeous fragrance ever. Next up is the L'Occitane hand cream set. So this is actually the one that I got last year from last year's set, which is exactly the same as this year's set. So you get the full size hand cream, you also get a mini hand cream to pop in your handbag, and you also get a little cuticle cream as well. I've already long ago used the other 2 minis because they are quite small, so all that's left is this hand cream, which is looking very well loved and used, but it's just the quintessential hand cream. I'm sure most of you will have tried this by now. If not, I would definitely recommend it. It is so rich and luxurious. I always put this on before I go to bed, and I just love it. It's kind of the ultimate nice, luxurious treatment with your hands, and it's a great value set, especially with the 2 little minis. You can also get a bumper pack of these Slip Silk hair scrunchies, and these are just so fantastic. I always have some on me. The set included is a set of 10, and they come in a variety of different colors. There are some black and brown ones, but you also get some fun colors too. And I just love these. This is what I use on my hair whenever I can, just because it holds my hair up really nicely, even though I do have quite a lot of hair, but it's very, very protective of my hair as well. So there's no pulling or harshness at all. They really are very gentle, good amount of stretch, and I just think they're kind of perfect. They are expensive, but for me, the quality is really there. They don't tend to lose their shape either, and I just think they're really fantastic and very nice investment into your hair. If you do kind of suffer with hair breakage, these are just so unbelievably great. Next up is jewelry favourite, and number 1 on my list has got to be my Monica Vinader pearl drop earrings. I absolutely love these, and I was so excited to see them included in this year's sale. They are just the perfect little special earring, and when I first got these, I actually thought they'd only be good for kind of full-on special occasions, like full-on with a dress. But actually, I've worn these with everything from a nice little sundress to a blazer and trousers to a kind of very fancy dress. Like, they really do it all. And I just absolutely love them. They are a really beautiful organic pearl shape. They have a nice bit of movement to them, but they don't feel too much. They add a nice bit of light to your face, and I just absolutely love these. I would recommend them to anyone. And then speaking of Monica Vinader, my wrap ring is also included. So this is a little bit more unusual in that it's one continuous band, but the diamond bit is actually a little bit raised. So it has a completely different perspective if you flip your finger around. I'm going to try and show you what I mean because it is a little bit difficult to describe, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. I've received so many compliments about this ring because it is so unusual. It is totally stunning to look at, and it looks completely kind of like a normal wrap ring from a bird's eye view, but then you turn your finger and then you have that kind of 3D effect. It's just so stunning. I absolutely love mine. Beautiful quality, as with all things Monica Vinader, and it's just absolutely stunning. It's gonna sound weird to rave about a pair of socks, but these really are great. I've replaced all my sports socks with bomber socks. Dan has done the same because these are just kind of the perfect sock, and I actually only bought these just on a whim. I was in Nordstrom when I last visited the US in September, and I forgot to bring ankle socks, so I just needed a quick pair. I thought, to be honest, they were kind of extortionate for what I was getting, which is just one small pair of socks. I think they were $12, which, I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of money for a pair of socks to me, but I needed some, grabbed them, and I was like, oh my god, these socks are amazing. So they're very, very cushioned. They are extremely comfortable. They're just the right thickness. They're not too thick that you're going to struggle to put your shoes on, but they're not too thin. So they provide a nice amount of padding. They stay up, but they're not too high. They're a little bit higher on the ankle, so they're very easy to get on and off. And crucially, they do not shrink in the tumble dryer either. The ones included in this year's NSale are a really fun kind of multicolored pack, and I just think they're wonderful. Next up is the makeup eraser, and I was dubious when I first first heard about this because I didn't really understand the hype and all the glowing reviews, but these are so great. I got these, I think it was from last year's sale, and I've been obsessed ever since. So I basically use these instead of little cotton pads, which is what I used to use to take off all my makeup before doing a full-on cleanse, and I would go through like 6 or 7 at a time. It would just take ages to get every scrap of makeup off, whereas this does the job so beautifully. They're a lot more eco-friendly as well, because then you can just toss them in the washing machine and they come out looking good as new. And I absolutely love them. Like, I don't know what kind of witchcraft is involved that really just seems to get into every nook and cranny, leaves your skin feeling super, super squeaky clean. And it's just the best investment if you do care about your skin and you want to make sure that all your makeup is taken off. These are just so great. I bought a kind of big multi-pack. This year's set has like a fun little cocktail kind of theme going on, which is super cute. But yeah, I would definitely recommend. I think these are so, so good. Next up is the Lancome serum. I had talked and raved about this so many times, but it really does live up to the hype. It is so good. My mum uses this as well, and she's 72 now, I think, and it does wonders for her skin. I feel like her skin actually looks better than it did like 5-10 years ago, and I do think it's down to this. She uses hers morning and night, whereas I actually only use mine in the morning now. But I just think it's such a great little serum, especially because I feel like sometimes when it comes to skincare, a lot of brands will have you believe that you need to spend like literally thousands for good products, whereas this is expensive, but I don't feel like it's completely crazy. And during the NSale, it's a really solid price. And it's just so nice. It goes on smoothly. I feel like you see a difference in your skin within days, plumps everything up, makes your skin feel and look smoother, a little bit more glowy. And I'm just obsessed. I've repurchased this I don't know how many times now, and I just think it's one of those products that's 100% worth the money. And then for a skincare product which is a little bit more on the bougie side, but if you've been curious about trying it, I'm personally a really, really big fan, and you can get some really nice value sets as part of this year's sale. So you can get a jumbo size of the Rich Cream. This is from Augustina Spada. This is very, very pricey, so any kind of discount is very welcome. You can also get a mini set to try out the different ones, and you also get a kind of a regular set with, I believe, an eye product as well. For me, the standout is the Rich Cream. I've tried a few other products from the line and they're all very nice, but this is just so nice. Like, it really does just moisturize your skin incredibly well, and it genuinely transforms the texture of my skin whenever I am super consistent with using it. I don't use it constantly just because it is so expensive, but if I was a billionaire, I would literally slather this on myself morning and night. So whenever my skin is feeling a little bit peaky, this is when I'll just go hardcore with it and just apply it every single night, and it honestly just saves my skin every single time. I absolutely love it. So pricey, but for me 100% worth it. My next pick are the Hoka sneakers, and these are just revolutionary if you've not tried them yet. I've had a lot of issues with my ankle over the past couple of years, and these are the only sneakers that genuinely feel supportive enough that I don't notice it even through a very, very long walking day, and I absolutely love them. Like, the hype is real. I know so many people rave about these, and I feel like as soon as I bought my first pair, I then started seeing them everywhere. Like, I bought them in the US, and then on the flight back, I literally saw like 5 different people within my kind of near rows wearing them. Like, I just see them absolutely everywhere, and for good reason. They are incredibly comfortable, and they're also pretty cute looking as well. Definitely worth the price, especially if you do have any kind of foot support issues. I just feel like these are the best you can buy. And then I have my suitcase, and it's a little bit awkward to show on camera, but this is the beige suitcase, and it's so great. So they've reissued a new version for this year's sale in a gorgeous lilac colour. It is so, so cute. This is the cabin size, and it's just the best suitcase I have ever owned. And I own the Louis Vuitton one as well, so it's kind of tragic that this costs so much less and I prefer it so much more. The ones I personally love are the locking system, the organisation on the inside too, the wheels as well. So they really do have like a 360 wheel, so it kind of spins in the most amazing way. There's no like clunky dragging of the suitcase. It just glides along, and it honestly just makes travel so effortless. I'm obsessed with this suitcase. So if you are after a really nice luggage upgrade, not only is it beautiful as well, but it's just so functional and well thought out. So I'm a huge fan, just completely converted. It is the best case. And then last but not least, I have this amazing hair mask. So this is from Briogeo, I don't know how you say the name, I've never known, so if you do know, please let me know in the comment section, but this is their Don't Despair Repair Mask. Ever since I bought this, well, I basically just continued to repurchase it because I've never found a hair mask as effective as this one. It genuinely does make such a difference. I'm pretty rough on my hair, I heat style it a lot, either, you know, straight with a little curl at the end or kind of proper curly, so I do definitely have to take care of my hair when I'm not doing that. And this hair mask just makes such a difference. It is so deep conditioning, you genuinely feel a difference as soon as you use it. So I don't feel like this is one of those products where you have to be using it for months to see a difference. I notice that my hair is silkier and softer immediately after use, and I just love it. Like, it is a bit more expensive, but with the NSale it's a pretty good price, I think, and I just absolutely love mine. For the best results, I do try to use it for longer than the recommended time. So if I know I'm doing chores or something, I will basically just wrap my hair in a bun with this on, and I'll leave it for at least an hour. And the difference is just absolutely amazing. Would definitely recommend. I love this hair mask. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I will make sure to link everything up in the description section. I'll also pin everything to a top comment. Check back tomorrow for another video covering the NSale if you're shopping then as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.